10 of the world's most bizarre landscapes. There are some places on Earth that just don't seem real. With otherworldly landscapes that look like they came straight out of a science fiction movie, it's hard to believe that these 10 places actually exist. From a glowing beach to a rainbow-colored lake, these are the 10 most bizarre landscapes in the world. Number 10. Chocolate Hills, Philippines. The Chocolate Hills are a group of around 1,260 hills spread over an area of 50 square kilometers in the Bohol province of the Philippines. The hills are covered in grass and are said to look like chocolate kisses. The Chocolate Hills are a popular tourist attraction and have been designated as a National Geological Monument and a national park. The hills were formed over a period of around 2 million years. The area was once a coral reef which slowly rose above the surface of the ocean. As the reef grew, it became exposed to the elements and the top layer of coral broke down, leaving behind the hills we see today. The Chocolate Hills get their name from the fact that they turn brown during the dry season. This is due to the lack of rainfall and the grasses dying off. The hills are said to look like chocolate kisses, hence the name. The Chocolate Hills are a popular tourist destination and are one of the most visited places in the Philippines. Approximately 1 million tourists visit the Chocolate Hills every year. The hills are also a popular spot for base jumping, with jumpers using parachutes to leaping from the hilltops. The Chocolate Hills are a unique and fascinating landscape. They are a must-see if you are ever in the Philippines. Number 9. Mono Lake, California. California's Mono Lake is one of the world's most bizarre landscapes. The lake is almost entirely composed of salt and other minerals, and it has an alkaline pH level. The lack of freshwater rivers or streams flowing into the lake means that the water is incredibly dense and salty. The high salinity levels also prevent Mono Lake from freezing, even in the middle of winter. The most striking feature of Mono Lake is its tufa towers. Tufa towers are formed when freshwater springs mix with the lake water, causing calcium carbonate to precipitate out of the water and harden into a rock-like formation. The tufa towers are incredibly fragile, and they can easily be damaged or destroyed by human activity. The weirdest thing about Mono Lake is that it is home to a species of brine shrimp that can only live in water with a high salt content. The brine shrimp are an important food source for migrating birds, and they are also harvested commercially for use in aquariums. Despite its remote location, Mono Lake is a popular destination for visitors from all over the world. The lake is accessible by car, and there are several campgrounds and hiking trails in the area. Visitors can also take boat tours to see the tufa towers up close. Number 8. Giant's Causeway, Ireland. The Giant's Causeway is a world-famous natural phenomenon located in County Antrim, Northern Ireland. It consists of around 40,000 hexagonal basalt columns, which were formed by ancient volcanic activity. The Causeway is a popular tourist destination, and has been used as a filming location for a number of films and television programs. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Giant's Causeway is an extraordinary example of natural beauty, and is well worth a visit if you are ever in Northern Ireland. Number 7. Spotted Lake, British Columbia. Spotted Lake is a saline endorheic alkali lake located in Osoyoos division of Similkameen Country in British Columbia, Canada. The lake is about 0.5 square kilometers in size with an average depth of 3.7 meters. It is surrounded by hills and has no outlet. The lake is named for its unique appearance, which is caused by the high concentration of minerals in the water. The minerals form spots around the lake, which are different colors depending on the mineral content. The most common minerals are sodium sulfate, calcium sulfate, and magnesium sulfate. The lake is a popular tourist destination in the summer, when the weather is warm enough to allow for swimming. The mineral content of the water is said to have therapeutic benefits, and the lake is also a popular destination for photographers. Number 6. Midway Geyser Basin, Wyoming. The Midway Geyser Basin is one of Wyoming's most bizarre landscapes. This otherworldly place is home to a 400-foot wide, hot spring-fed geyser that erupted continuously for nearly 50 years. The geyser, known as Excelsior Geyser Crater, was once the world's tallest active geyser. It was so powerful that it would shoot water 150 feet into the air. The geyser's eruptions were so strong that they would often create a mini tsunami in the geyser basin. The waves would crashing against the shore, and sometimes, the water would even reach the nearby road. Excelsior Geyser Crater finally stopped erupting in 1985, but the Midway Geyser Basin is still a fascinating place to visit. The geyser basin is home to a number of other geysers and hot springs, as well as a variety of colorful bacteria and algae. Visitors to the Midway Geyser Basin can take a boardwalk tour of the area and see the geysers and hot springs up close. The Geyser Basin is also a popular spot for hiking, picnicking, and wildlife watching.
Number 5. Fly Geysers, Nevada. The Fly Geysers in Nevada are one of the world's most bizarre landscapes. The geysers are actually man-made, the result of an attempt to drill for geothermal energy in the early 20th century. The drilling went wrong, and water began to gush out of the well, creating the geysers. The geysers are now a tourist attraction, and visitors can see the water shooting up to 30 feet in the air. The geysers are located in a remote part of Nevada, and the area is only accessible by a four-wheel drive vehicle. The landscape around the Fly Geysers is otherworldly, and the geysers themselves are an amazing sight. If you're looking for a truly unique landscape, the Fly Geysers are definitely worth a visit. Number 4. Hillier Lake, Australia. Hillier Lake is a saline lake located on Middle Island, the largest of the recursive islands off the south coast of Western Australia. The lake is notable for its startling pink coloration, which is caused by a combination of algae and bacteria. The lake is only a few meters in diameter, but its striking color makes it a popular tourist destination. The lake was first discovered by Europeans in 1801, when the HMS Investigator anchored off the coast of Middle Island. The island was named after the ship's captain, Matthew Flinders, and the lake was named after the ship's surgeon, George Hillier. The pink color of the lake is caused by a type of algae called Dunaliella salina. This algae produces a pigment called beta-carotene, which gives the lake its pink hue. The algae also produces a type of salt called sodium chloride, which is responsible for the lake's high salinity. The high salt content of the lake means that it is home to a variety of salt-tolerant organisms. These include bacteria, crustaceans, and mollusks. The most common fish in the lake is the eel-tailed catfish, which has adapted to the lake's high salt content. The lake is also home to a large number of pink-colored birds, including flamingos, roseate spoonbills, and pelicans. These birds feed on the algae and bacteria that live in the lake, and their pink feathers are a result of their diet. The pink color of Hillier Lake is not permanent, and it changes depending on the time of year and the weather conditions. The lake is usually at its pinkest during the winter months, when the water is cool and the algae is most active. Despite its small size, Hillier Lake is one of the most distinctive and unusual landscapes in the world. Its striking coloration, unique ecosystem, and large population of pink birds make it a truly bizarre and fascinating place. Number 3. Kilauea Volcano, Hawaii. Kilauea Volcano is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth, and its eruption in 2018 caused widespread damage and disruption. The island of Hawaii is home to several volcanoes national park, and Kilauea is by far the most popular tourist destination. Despite being one of the most active volcanoes on Earth, Kilauea has been erupting continuously since 1983 and is currently in its 34th year of activity. The 2018 eruption was caused by the collapse of the Pu'u'o'o crater, and the resulting lava flows destroyed over 700 homes and caused the evacuation of thousands of people. The lava flows also created a new island, which was later named Leilani Estates. The island is now a popular tourist destination, and visitors can take lava boat tours or helicopter rides to see the lava flows up close. Kilauea is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth, and its eruption in 2018 caused widespread damage and disruption. The island of Hawaii is home to several volcanoes national park, and Kilauea is by far the most popular tourist destination. Despite being one of the most active volcanoes on Earth, Kilauea has been erupting continuously since 1983 and is currently in its 34th year of activity. The 2018 eruption was caused by the collapse of the Pu'u'o'o crater, and the resulting lava flows destroyed over 700 homes and caused the evacuation of thousands of people. The lava flows also created a new island, which was later named Leilani Estates. The island is now a popular tourist destination, and visitors can take lava boat tours or helicopter rides to see the lava flows up close. Number 2. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. The Salar de Uyuni is a fascinating landscape located in Bolivia. The area is a giant salt flat that is home to a number of interesting features. One of the most notable aspects of the landscape is the fact that it is covered in a layer of salt. This salt crust helps to reflect sunlight, making the area a popular destination for photographers. The salt flat is also home to a number of unique creatures. These include the pink flamingos, which make their home in the salty lakes that dotted the landscape. The area is also home to a number of lizards and iguanas, which can be seen basking in the sun. The Salar de Uyuni is a truly unique landscape, and is well worth a visit if you find yourself in Bolivia. Number 1. Zhangjiajie National Park, China. Zhangjiajie National Park is one of China's most popular tourist destinations, and it's easy to see why. The park is home to some of the most bizarre and otherworldly landscapes on Earth. The park is situated in the Wulingyuan Scenic Area, an area of more than 400 square miles of sandstone formations, forest parks, and rivers. The area was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1992. Some of the most popular attractions in the park are the Huangshi, Yellowstone, Village and the Tianzi, Heavenly Master, Mountain. The village is named for the yellow sandstone rocks that surround it, and the mountain is named for the Tianzi, or Heavenly Master, a Taoist deity. The Huangshi, Yellowstone, Village was once a hidden village that was only accessible by climbing 1,000 stairs cut into the side of a cliff. The village is now a popular tourist destination, and the stairs are still the only way to reach it. The Tianzi, Heavenly Master, Mountain is the highest peak in the park, and it's said to be the home of the Tianzi, or Heavenly Master. The mountain is also home to the Bailong, 100 Dragons, elevator, the world's tallest outdoor elevator. The Bailong, 100 Dragons, elevator is a glass elevator that takes visitors up the side of the Tianzi, Heavenly Master, Mountain. The elevator is more than 3,000 feet tall and has a vertical drop of more than 2,000 feet. The park is also home to the Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge, the world's longest and highest glass bridge. The bridge spans more than 1,400 feet and is almost 1,000 feet above the ground. The Zhangjiajie National Park is a must-see for anyone visiting China. The landscape is unlike anything else on Earth, and the park is home to some of the most unique and interesting attractions in the country. These are only a handful of the world's most bizarre landscapes. With so much variety out there, it's hard to believe that there are only 7 continents. The next time you plan a trip, consider venturing off the beaten path to one of these otherworldly destinations.
Well, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe the channel.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.